Welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to review what happened on day 2 of CitizenCon 2024. Day 2 started with an intro to base building, which is what we've all been waiting for. This will include hunting, harvesting, salvaging, mining, and crafting our own bases. You'll have to get the materials needed to make your base one way or another, whether that's mining, ship mining, vehicle mining, hand mining, purchasing. There's going to be a whole play loop to that. The play loop will be more or less containing of mining, then refining, making blueprints, which that's a new thing we learned. Then improve your gears, improve your blueprints, and essentially craft the best thing that you can craft. The blueprints that I just mentioned are going to be a recipe to craft anything. The quality of the material that you use will matter. Kind of like how a lot of MMOs have it, like there's different tiers of materials. Better materials make better bases in this case. This will also impact the item stats such as damage, wear resistance, handling, and you'll be able to customize that all based on what you're using to make your things. You can always research more blueprints with different tiers. A higher tier usually gets you a better blueprint. Tier 1 through 3 is your standard tiers. And then for vehicles and ships, yes, you can craft your own ships. We're going to have tier 1 through 5. So I suppose eventually you'll be able to own and craft your own capital ship. Nice part is these blueprints will be permanently added to your account and your character, so you get to keep them forever. You don't have to keep track of them. You can't lose them. It will, however, take a really long time to unlock new upgrades, such as new blueprints. And then for crafting itself, we can be using drones, crafting ships, crafting vehicles. And of course, there's going to be different tiers. Higher tier can craft bigger things and most likely are going to be faster than smaller tiers. So they showed off a couple of different fabricators. They said in total we're going to have over 1,000 blueprints, which is going to be exciting. That means lots of things to craft, but we'll see how many we actually get. Moving on to structures. In order to build a structure, we'll have to place a blueprint. Then we'll need some construction buildings that need to be filled with resources. These construction buildings will then have drones or fabricators that will make other parts and structures. There will also be a lot more player trading based on what items you need. Maybe another player can build a certain part of your base much better than you can because they have the better blueprint and the better materials. So there will be a whole nother loop of trading craftables or crafting items. Now, one thing they did mention was you can have multiple bases on the same and different planets. So with there being a limited number of planets, there's going to be definitely a rush to populate your perfect spot when this feature comes available. The next presentation on day 2 was Captains of Industries. These are the vehicles that you use to build bases. There's the construction gray cat that makes small buildings. There's drones that can make medium and small buildings and structures. And there's large builders that can make, large things and small things faster. There's a whole list of new things they can craft, such as the Argo CSV FM, the fabrication one, the Argo CSV SM, the Misk Starlancer family, where we have the build for buildings, as you might have guessed, the TAC for tactical, and the MAX for hauling. On top of that, we also saw a concept again of the Pioneer. It has been completely reconcepted. It may release sometime this year, maybe next year, we shall see. But the Pioneer is going to be your self-sustaining mobile base that will have medical, beds, crafting, refining, extraction. And it's a huge ship with extra large drones that can pretty much build anything. An honorary mention will go to the Anvil Medical Terrapin that will be coming to the game, so we'll have another medical ship as an option. Next, we are going to go over what they hope to accomplish in the next 12 months. And here are the 10 vehicles that they're planning on working on and potentially that will be coming out in the next 12 months. The final part of day 2 was connecting players. What kind of game is Star Citizen? Well, with 1.0, it will be a game that has great performance, gameplay loops, and no more resets. It will be a full game. Bundle that together with a main story that is NPC driven. You can play at your own pace, and the achievement of becoming a citizen rather than just a normal civilian. you have a full game. With the addition of Pyro and Nyx, and all of them having their own lore and quests, there will be a lot more to do. As mentioned before, Castra is the next system that will also be added. This system will also have lore. Overall, we're seeing a lot more quests coming in the future. A fun surprise was the next system after Castra. This will be Terra. In the next bit, we went over guilds and factions. There will be pretty much guilds for anything. Mercenary guilds, as well as the council, which are your smugglers and headhunters, and the mercenary guild is your lawful guilds. There will be guild reputation that you can earn. There will be a flowing economy with money in and money out, taxes and insurances, securities and inheritance. With this, we're all wondering, what about ship insurance? We're all always looking for the deals with LTI, but what really does it mean? Well, your insurance will depend on what level you purchase. Level 1 will include the chassis. Level 2, the chassis and components. Level 3 will also include decorations of your ship. This is the money that will be paid out to you if you lose your ship. Insurance, money paid out. However, there will be warranty on all the ships that you purchase with real money. And warranty will give you your ship back. So all the ships bought on the pledge store will have the warranty. There's also only a limited number of warranties. So if you would like to transfer your warranty to another ship, you might have to think about it. The claim timers for these warranties will be proportional to the craft timers of the ship. Of course, they want to make sure it's worth it to claim your ship in warranty rather than craft a completely new version of it. The end game of Star Citizen is currently unknown. The devs told us there will be missions, instance content, server events, fleet battles, high risk and high tier missions, military blueprints, rewards, and other items. There will be dynamic content as well as PvP. PvP isn't coming in Pyro, as we're aware, but the larger content will be coming with the other systems. Additionally, an interesting feature they also talked about while talking about warranty is if somebody steals your ship, there is a deadman switch that you can activate. So you're making it unusable for pirates, and it can only be salvaged and not used. However, if you are a pirate, there is a way of disabling this switch. You'd have to pay the guild, the pirate guild I'm assuming, money to disable this switch, and then you can drive it. However, there are scanners in each system, so you kind of got to be a little bit careful of where you take your new ship that's not yours. Overall, they mentioned that they expect most ships that are pirated to be salvaged, but if you do manage to get a ship as a pirate, you are able to pay to get the title of the ship or the deed to be moved over into your name. So you now own that ship that you just pirated, which is kind of a cool feature. With base building, there will also be base raids, which is another form of PvP. There will be such structures as walls, turrets, and shields that will deplete over time. Not everybody will be able to have a shield, and the ground shields can be disabled. To make this all worth it, there will be a sealed token program. You can earn tokens as an orc, and this will give you the option of purchasing shield protection, so you can eventually become the leader of the system that you're in. Orcs are going to be a much bigger thing, not just in terms of PvP, but also because ultimately you can build not just a base, but your entire own space station. You can come up with your own orc activities there, decorate it how you want. There's going to be supply bays that can be made by the Pioneer, so there's a purpose for that ship. And the station will need resupply, so it's a constant loop of building the station, supplying the station, people using the station, and the station will be owned by your org. These stations can also have dry docks, where you can make your own capital ships, such as the Retribution. This is going to be really cool because if you actually get to the end game, you join a good org, you build your own space station, you can essentially make any ship you want at that point. You won't have warranty or insurance most likely on it. This, together with the Ascension Tower-like structures and the depths, as well as Pyro, will give us a lot more to do in the game, and hopefully it will be optimized enough that we can enjoy it and play it. But I'm excited to see all these new features and content. Let me know in the comments down below which part you are most excited for.